The North Central College women's basketball team was looking for their first CCIW win on the season here at Gregory Arena against Augustana. The Cardinals only have 2 returning players from last year's team and have had to rely heavily upon their underclassmen. The Vikings, well, they're not that much better off. They only returned 4 upperclassmen and have only won 3 more games than the Cardinals. But it was North Central that came out running. Freshman Latrice Newsom comes up with a loose ball, and in transition, Christine Carl finishes on the other end. Carl, she had a big first half for the Cardinals. Here, driving the baseline, she gets this one to fall and helps North Central to a 6-point lead 5 minutes into the game. But on the other end of the court, the Cardinals were introduced to Lainey Caston, who comes up with a big putback for the Vikings. Moments later, the 5'11" sophomore gets the bucket and one. Vikings, they are rolling, and on the other end, Caston comes up with the loose ball, finds Christine Fox. Fox, no one wants to guard her, so she's gonna drill it. That big three-pointer ties the game up at 15 just 2.5 minutes later. But of course, the Cardinals respond with the only 2 girls from the team last year. Brittany James found Jackie Arico for the big three-pointer. Then Arico with the defensive board finds Christine Carl in transition. Carl, the transfer from Lewis University, had 8 of her 10 points in the first half. Cards are up 22-15. But Caston responds in the other end, getting the tough points in the paint. Moments later, yeah, she's got range, does the sophomore. Caston setting up for the big 16-footer and hits it. Momentum swinging back to Augie's side, and Fox in transition takes the feed and lays it in. We're tied up at 31 points with just 36 seconds remaining till halftime. And off the inbounds pass, that's Arico, and plow, drains another three-pointer. Cards going to halftime up 34-31. But coming out of the break, the Vikings have an agenda, and it's reclaiming that lead. Kristen Warrenkin gets a three-pointer. Augie's up 41-40. But this is a back-and-forth game, and Jackie Arico, the team's leading scorer, drains a 3 to put the Cardinals back up 5 minutes into the second half. Augie, well, you guessed it, Casey McCullough, 3-point Vikings, they go up by 1. Augie, they would eventually extend that lead to 4. Elizabeth Phillips, yup, it happened, 54-50 with 6 minutes and 44 seconds left to play in the game. Back to Arico, she's hiding in the corner. We pick her up, and she picks up 3 more points. The team's second leading scorer is Newsom, and she can score from all over the place. Here, she gets 3 of her own, and the Cardinals retake the lead 56-54 with 5 minutes remaining. But this game would eventually go back to being tied. Thanks in part to Natalie Runge, she had 4 huge free throws for the Vikings in the later minutes. You know who else had some big free throws? You guessed it, Arico. Tied up at 58 apiece with under a minute left, Arico hits both of them. The junior tied Caston for a game-high 20 points as the Cardinals win their first conference matchup of the season, 62-58.
Honestly, this win is huge for us. Actually, a few of us before the game, probably about 5 of us, were just talking about how we just needed to come in and just get a W, just for our confidence and all of that stuff. So it was a really big win for us, and I think it'll keep carrying over. At least I hope it does.
Just really proud. I think our team can take what we learned from tonight's game and progress forward. And we had a lot of close games early on for conference, and kind of show teams what we are.
They always have good defense, and they really stopped our motion a lot. They just played some pretty good defense, crashed the boards pretty hard.
Right now, we're very young. I know a lot of the teams are very young. Some people might say we're inexperienced, but I'm ready to keep taking this win and keep winning more games. So.